Good morning, San Antonio and the surrounding areas. You know who you are. That's right. Japan, London, and Poteet in the house. That's right. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. We made it to the end of the week. I am so excited. I've been chatting over here with movie guru Angel. You know, as we do on every Friday. You know, he's got his bowl of menudo, but he brought some. He brought some interesting little people, and that's right. He's got his two nieces here. One is Stephanie, and the other one is Bella.
Yes.
And let me just tell you this right off the bat. They are their own personality. I can tell you that right now. They separate themselves from the pack. You can tell which one's Angel's niece. That's one right over here. But other than that, guys, we are here live at Pepe's Tacos and Salsa at 12820 Jones Maltzberger Road. If you want to come be part of our live audience. Not only that, speaking of live audience, and who's in the audience, I don't know if you can see him if he's here, but I can't see behind me. But my cousin Ernie is in town. He's here? Yeah, he's here. My cousin Ernie's in here, baby Ernie, for those of you that know him. He's in town. So if you want to come by and say hi, he's right over here.
Oh, I'm waiting for somebody to come.
Oh, you're waiting for somebody to come say hi.
Apparently they're not here on Pepe's on Fridays.
Oh, that's right. She has the day off. If you're wondering where Vanessa is, she has the day off today. She's out and about. She's golfing with Margaret and Brad, the Salvation Army, and I believe Trudy is with them as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So they have the ladies have the day off. I have a special co-host on her way in here, and I'm very excited about this. We're going to kind of chat it up with her. Very talented and very, you know, I mean, again, I was kind of doing the research on her, and she has like done some big major stuff, and I'm very excited to have her on the show and kind of co-host with me. We're gonna have fun today. So, and again, reaching out to everybody that's out there. Hope y'all are sitting back, kicking back. A lot of kids are home from school. My kids are home from school. They're actually watching the show today. Want to give a shout out to my boys, Sammy and Eli, and again for all of you that helped me out with their homecoming. Royalty votes. I really appreciate that. You know, that's we'll see if they win or not. But you know, it was really hard. I mean, excuse me, grab a quick tissue here. Sorry, got the sniffles this morning. Sorry, my wife's over here telling me, "Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that." Okay, well, sorry, I got to do something. But anyway, so my producer is back over there at the house, and she's been working really hard on helping me with my projects, and I got to give a shout out to her right off the bat. Lynette Rodriguez, thank you so much for all your help, Lynette. You are a true blessing to me. You have no idea. I'm saying this in front of, I don't know, was it 5, 7, 8, 1,200 people here? That's right. That are going to be watching throughout this day. So, yeah, thank you so much for all your help. And again, she's in my ear, so she's going to be helping me with the roll call today. And but yeah, it's just very excited about stuff going on. Got a big event today. I got gigs this weekend. I got to go get ready to head out to Corpus. I'll be in CC. That's right. I'll be in CC over there this weekend with my good buddy Dennis Gaxiola from California. I'll be picking him up from the airport, and we're driving down there to go do a gig, and then heading back on Sunday. And Lord willing, we'll be having a Texans win. Hello, what? And if I can win my fantasy football, that would be awesome too as well. But again, college football mañana, and for those of you, high school football is tonight. So my son is playing tonight. I don't know where. He's playing Carson City. That's right. So go Lions! All right, now so one of the things, like I said, the girls are out there golfing right now. I was supposed to be golfing with them. I was going to take the day off, but you understand. I got to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, who reached out to me this week and said, hey, just because you have a day off doesn't mean you don't go live. You got your fans that tune in every day at the same time. And just because you ain't got a sponsor doesn't mean you don't go live. He goes, you got to keep your fan. We're waiting for you. We got a routine. You can't mess up the routine. So I want to apologize for not having a show yesterday. But, and again, that person knows who he is. Pepe, you know who you are. Thank you, Pepe. I apologize for not having a show yesterday. I was actually at a heart appointment. I had a doctor's appointment with my heart specialist. So checking out the old ticker and making sure that's going. And you kind of feel that getting older. You feel that age on you, man. It's like I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, anywho, just wanted to give a shout out there. And one of the things I was gonna tell you guys is tell me what you think so far about the show. What some topics you would like to see? Some of the things. I know the entertainment thing is what you tune in for, and the funny and the hilarious and all that. But what? There's nothing else? Well, yeah, you're probably right. So we got everything covered. So, and not to mention our sponsors. Got to give a shout out and a thanks to all our sponsors out there. You guys are phenomenal. Y'all do. I mean, you can't do any of this without you guys. And I can't thank you enough for your partnership and your sponsorship. And I believe we have a couple. If you know of anyone that might want to, be a sponsor and partner up with us, just come pass my number along, pass the show along. And we'd really appreciate it. We're growing as we speak, in numbers and each day. So I'm very excited, and I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, someone asked me, how do people watch your show? And I said, well, you look at it like a novella. They watch it when they get in their car. They watch it on the way home. They watch it when they get home. Sometimes they watch it live. I mean, they just watch it on mute. I had a guy come up to me. He goes, "Hey, I really enjoy your show." I go, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Harold." I go, "Harold, I don't remember seeing a Harold on the comments." He goes, "Oh, no, I don't comment. I just watch." I go, "Oh." And that's when I realized you don't really know who's watching, as on the real. So if you comment, I know you're watching, and it helps us out a little bit with the numbers and for our sponsors as well. So, but what helps our sponsors even more so is when you visit their place. Right now, we would like to go visit Pepe Tacos and Salsa, 12820 Jones Maltzberger. They are our one of our favorite restaurants here, and and speaking of restaurants, I gotta kind of report on this. It's a little bit of a little bit of sad news because our good friends at Las Chiladas Mexican restaurant is going to be closing down. That's where we have the home of the Cleto Rodriguez stage, and it's a sad time. We're going to be doing our farewell comedy tour. I mean, comedy show over there at his place on November 8th. So all the comedians that if you ever grace the stage at Las Chiladas and you like to say your farewell gig, to Patrick and the family, come on down on November 8th. We'd like to put you up and give you that opportunity. So it's going to be our farewell show, and I had a lot of good memories in that place, a lot of good shows, standing ovations. I mean, it's I'm trying hard not to think about it because it's a little bit sad, actually. Patrick's good people. His family, I got to know, great people, him and his kids, and been in the restaurant business for 20-something years. He's been in the restaurant business for years, and if there's anybody that needs a break, it's that man right there. So, Patrick Flores, hats off to you, my brother. Congratulations on the next, on your new journey. I know you're going to do some great things, and can't say thank you enough for all the help you've given us in the past years over there. And not only that, but for what you've done for not only stand-up, but for the music industry as well, giving them a place to call home and our entertainers exactly to go ahead and perform at and a venue. Even during COVID, when there was a lot of venues shutting down, you stayed open. And, I remember you and I actually got emails from people, Cletos and Petra are killing everybody with COVID and all this. They're staying open. And but yeah, we went through it. But most of all, you've done it, my friend. And again, thank you so much for everything you've done in the community. Thank you so much for the delicious food over the years. And thank you so much for the calories. I appreciate it. And the diabetes, I appreciate it. It's been really good. The enchiladas are great. And but we love you, Patrick. And my whole family, has been over there and checking out shows and stuff. And you guys are going to be missed. And I don't know whoever takes over it, if they're going to keep that thing going. But it was a long little run with you there, and it was the best. So thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick roll call. Michael Flores. Good morning, Michael Flores. St. Paul's crew. Michael Flores said, more restaurants, sponsors that serve beer. That's the St. Paul's crew right there. Hey, Pepe, let me tell you something. Pepe's been my longest sponsor in doing this show. And he's been a big supporter of mine ever since I was still at the news station. So, Pepe, anything, that's my man right there. That's my brother. So if he wants a show, I'm going to give him a show. I don't care if I'm at my own house. I told him I'll go live. It's just I couldn't go live yesterday. I was at a doctor's appointment. And then Rocky Lopez in the house, everybody. Rocky Lopez will be at Mi Familia October 19th for the Mary Paquette show. And he's very hilarious and funny in his own right. So come out and check out Rocky Lopez, the up-and-coming comedian. I really enjoy this kid. I shouldn't say kid. I'm just back in my day, this young whippersnapper, he's really good. He's really good, you see. And Jessica Martinez, speaking of potential sponsors, that's Jessica Martinez. I was chatting with her yesterday, and she has, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's an insurance policy. And it was funny because we were chatting and talking about sponsorship and talking about the show. And I kept saying my show, and she goes, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go see your show." And she kept thinking my comedy show, and I was telling her about this show, and it was kind of like two different things we were talking about, but we wound up meeting in the middle. But yeah, so I'm gonna be heading over to her spot next Wednesday, and looking forward to that. And again, again, if you'd like to be a sponsor for this show, we'd love to have you on. And let me just tell you right now, this show doesn't get any better than this. Okay, anyway, sorry. So that's my fans right there just laughing. So just one. Oh yeah. So she says she helps people save money and make money. Now, I'm interested in hearing what that is about. So we're looking forward to seeing what that is, and I'm kind of excited. But I was gonna say there was something funny about. Oh, okay. So now Jessica, I was talking to her about life insurance, and it was funny because she's gonna laugh at this. But yesterday, I haven't seen. I mean, people message me all the time, and I message everybody back. This is.
Can they open that door?
My producer goes, "There you go again, air typing." I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I was on my phone, or is it like this? Okay, there you go. And I was on my phone, and I answer everybody's that messaging me. Well, one day in 2021, someone asked me for my phone number, and I thought it was somebody I knew, but then it wasn't somebody I knew. And not only took my number, but they hacked me. And my whole social media got hacked. So yesterday, Jessica was telling me about her business, and I scrolled up to see how I know this person. And it turns out that she's just knows me, I guess, just from stand-up or the show, the news. And but I was reading that she sold insurance, and she was talking about my wife selling insurance, like she knew my wife sold insurance. And I said, "Oh, okay, well, we're selling insurance." And I said, "Well, at the same time, I'm thinking that I'm selling." I asked her. I said she asked me for my number because she was going to explain what she does. And last time I fell for that, I got hacked. So I said, "No, not this time." This time I said, "Hey, are you still selling jewelry?" She goes, "No, I never sold jewelry." And I go, "Hey, what's that restaurant we met at?" And at the first time, she goes, "We never met." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Oh, uh-huh. Hello, Valerie Romo. Oh, good. That's right. That's right. I'll be talking about that a little bit later. But yes, right now we have my a very talented co-host, special co-host. I got a chance to finally meet her the other night at an event at a gala, and it's no other than the very talented Laura Linda. Everybody, yeah, you're here. Yeah. Hey, welcome to see you.
Good to see you,
Glad that you could make it. Appreciate you coming in all the way from Dallas.
Dallas.
Wow. Okay. You know what, folks? You know you made the big time when they roll in from Dallas just to come in here. You know what? We have some Brad Pitt's on his way from Hawaii, but it's all right. We're gonna wait for him. We're gonna wait for him. It's okay. The girls are off, so don't worry. So how are you doing?
I'm doing super fantastic. You know, we got in really late last night. We drove in from Dallas, but we made it, and it's always so wonderful to be here in the beautiful city of San Antonio.
Well, I tell you what, we're very excited that you were able to make. It's so funny. She just gets here, and we gotta go to commercial. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
At least don't get your chit chat for a bit.
Hey, brother, good to see you, man. So it's like out of all days, it's like of everything. So I had eye surgery on this, right? So you're like, this is like my dad. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, folks, if you're looking for a catering service, look no more. We have the ones for you. That's right, Heavenly Gourmet. Very dear friends of the show, and they are a proud sponsor as well. Not only do they provide just great service, but they serve up some of the most delicious food I've ever had in my life. That's right, I've had them before, and I've been to some of their parties. And let me tell you something: when I know they're catering, I know it's a good time. So if you're planning a party, make sure to give Heavenly Gourmet a call. They do it right, class all the way through, from the top to bottom, from the phone call to the last napkin being picked up at the end of the night. They do everything class. So I'm telling you, Heavenly Gourmet is what you need to look at. If you need a venue, they got you covered. If you need hors d'oeuvres, appetizers, dessert, entrees, they got all that taken care of for you. They got a great staff. They work really hard for you. They do nothing but make memorable events for everybody. So give Heavenly Gourmet a call. The information is right here. I tell you, they are awesome. You will not be disappointed, and you will thank me later. Hey guys, if you're planning a party or an event or a wedding or quinceañera or anything like that, you want to give Balloons Over San Antonio a call. That's right. Our good friends over there, Gene Davos and the gang, are waiting by the phones. They want to help you make your event memorable. That's right. If you need anything from party rentals, like such as tables, chairs, canopies, tents, margarita machines, bouncy houses, whatever it is you need, they got you covered. Give them a call. Balloons Over San Antonio. Right now, they are promoting their luxurious porta potties. That's right. 3 toilets on a trailer. If you have an outdoor event such as like a parade route or a fall festival or just even a family reunion, you don't want anybody messing up your toilets, give them a call. All they need to know is where to drop that trailer off and where to pick it up. They take care of all the work for you, reasonable price, and it will go ahead and make sure your event is memorable because they're air-conditioned porta potties. Come on now. Not your regular porta potties. These are luxurious porta potties. So give them a call. They got you covered. Again, it is Balloons Over San Antonio. They're waiting by the phones. Tell them that you saw this on the Where's Cleto show. All right, guys, welcome back to the Where's Cleto show. I've got a special co-host with me. That's right, all the way from Dallas, Texas, Laura Linda, the very talented musician. Laura Linda.
Well, thank
now,
you.
You've been, for those of you that don't know who you are, which is probably rare, not too many, but let them know exactly what it is you do, and what you're a little bit about yourself.
So I'm originally from Corpus Christi.
Mm-hmm.
I've been living in Dallas, Texas.
Which I'll be at tomorrow night.
Yes, you are going to be there. That's so awesome. It's the beautiful, sparkling city by the sea.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a home sweet home for me. But I've been in Dallas for so long. I left Corpus Christi in 2000.
Okay.
And went to Dallas, Texas. And I originally started in the country music industry. And then a very prominent, opened up shows with Tim McGraw and Mark Chestnut and all those big artists. It was Laura Linda, Texas School Rush. And then
Time out.
Yeah.
So how was that little experience right there? Here you are coming onto the scene. And this is you doing country music, right? Or was it the Hano at the time?
I started off with country music.
That's what I thought.
Very
Okay.
strong in country music. It was Laura London, Texas Gold Rush.
I remember I was doing my research on this one here. And then, now, did I see correctly? You performed also with David Allen Coe?
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
you did your homework.
I did do my homework. Yes, I did. That is pretty cool. That is like my wife's my father-in-law, who may rest in peace, was a big fan of his. So, and on top of Willie Nelson, everybody like that, and Wayne and all those guys. But you know, I mean, it's so the country. I saw that the country. You have strong country roots, you know.
Strong country roots, but I knew I was Tejana, and I was living in South Texas, and I wasn't going to move to Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
I was so young, and my parents weren't going to allow that either. I did get to go to Nashville, Tennessee, and I was one of the top 3 finalists in the You Can Be a Star, and so, but
congratulations,
I knew,
that's awesome.
Thank you, Cleto. I just knew that I wasn't going to move to Nashville, so they talked me into letting go of the country band and incorporating a Tejano band, and that's what I did. And it was Laura Linda in Puro Oro, I think it was back then. And
how long have you been in the business, for those that don't know?
Well, I was very prominent in the Tejano industry, mid 90s, all the way up to 2000. Back at that time, I toured with Joe Lopez y Grupo Más. I think it was at that time it was Joe Lopez, Laura Linda y La Nueva Imagen Más.
Okay.
And had my own group, you know, recorded CDs, and we did extremely well. The last show that I did was in 2000, and it was in Puebla, Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And before I left the industry, and then I took a 20-year hiatus rest. Like I
saw
just
that.
walked away. I lost my mother in 2000, and then I moved to Dallas, and it's just not something that I wanted to return to at the time. And I think that's when all the stations apparently started going away, and all your, you know, the podcast, and now it's podcast and internet stations, and it's a great time. Back then, if they didn't play your music, you just didn't get played. Yeah. Right?
Let me just tell you right now, Laura. After today, it's all downhill for you. It's all downhill.
I know.
This is it. This is the pinnacle.
It's people like you that are going to put, you know, those artists, those uprising artists on the map. Back then, if they had no internet, they had no Facebook.
DJs were in control of your music.
Complete control. Yeah. Program directors.
If they didn't like you, they're not playing it.
That's right. And so, you know, I mean, we got played all the time, but I just think it's just a great time to be back in the music industry with so many options, and people like yourself, Cleto, with podcasts, you know, successful podcasts like yourself. I mean, it's just a great time to be back in the industry, and it gives so many more artists the opportunity to get their music out there.
Yeah. And let me ask you, I mean, you've been in the business for quite a while, and then you took a break. Now, this is pretty interesting, because when I was doing my research on you, the break, you became a teacher.
I was a drill team director.
Drill team director. That's
at one of the high schools in Dallas for 14 years.
Yeah.
It was all about them.
That's pretty cool.
You know, and it was before I had my beautiful daughter, and it was just my whole life was about them and inspiring kids in the community. And I worked in South Dallas, in which I still do, and I was catering to the lower income children.
Now, you had mentioned Oak Cliff, and I remember when I started doing my gigs, I was determined to go meet this pastor that I listen to all the time, and it's Tony Evans.
Ah, okay.
Oak Cliff, and he's from Oak Cliff Church.
Right.
And I went down there, and I kid you not, first of all, I think I was the only Mexican in Oak Cliff at the time. and I went in, and I was determined to meet him, and I met him. And he was, you know, he was a great man. He was a good pastor. And I was very excited to meet him, and it was a highlight of my day. And I remember I went back to the comedy club, and I'm there with all these comics, and like, hey, what'd you do today? I went and met Pastor Tony Evans. Okay. I mean, I've been a little bit strange on that end. You know, I go to a beat of a different drum as far as the music industry. I mean, I couldn't make it in Hollywood right now. I don't have enough baby oil. But anyway, It's just for the most
my
part.
earrings got here.
Hmm?
Oh, my earrings got
Oh,
here.
your earrings got. Well,
My
bring
glam
the
squad
earrings
here.
on.
I have no earrings on.
Come on, there
Look,
you go.
Kirsten.
Yeah.
Look.
Look at that. How
My
about
glam
that?
squad got here.
Your glam squad got it. Even your glam
Yay.
squad's bling blinging. Look at that. I
Oh,
like that.
this is a famous. You know, this is a famous Kirsten.
Kirsten, how
She's
are you?
award winning.
Look at this is how she rolls, folks. You know what? Matter of fact, where's my? No, I'm getting
I have
no.
some bling for you too.
You know, my wife just said, "Put your hands down." She's in my ear right now.
There we go.
There you go. Well, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it.
Yay.
And this is what you call for real. Like she said, you know, I'm feeling a little naked. To go for some earrings.
I had to get my earrings on. You know, I did. But
That's a whole nother level right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's how she rolls. That's how she rolls.
Well, you know,
Me, I just get a bean and cheese. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all
hey, I
right.
like bean and cheese too.
Now, let me ask you. I asked this question a little before, and I didn't get a chance to give you a chance to answer. But how was it that you got a chance to work with like Tim McGraw and Kim Chestnut?
You know, I think in Corpus Christi, like back, I mean, I owe it to my father. When I first started country, he was our main promoter, and you know, a lot of it had to do with, well, of course, we had to have the talent, but you know, a lot of people just love my father too, and you know, he just
Was he a performer as well? Is it?
No, he wasn't. But I mean, I was like his little girl and his shining star, and he'd walk in with it back then. You know, remember the little briefcases?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He walked in with his little briefcase, and he talked to the radio stations, and then they got to know who Laura Linda and Texas Gold Rush was, and they're like, yeah, we want her to open up with Tim McGraw, and that's right before he did Refried Dream. He came out with that big hit Refried Dream. So oh my God, I was like 21. And I thought, oh my God, this is like the biggest thing. I'm opening up for Tim McGraw.
That's huge.
Right? And then Restless Heart. I mean, all those groups, you know, we were blessed. And but I'm so happy.
I mean, to be able to say you open for Tim McGraw, I just want to look like Tim McGraw. I mean, that's just where I'm at, you know?
Hey.
I mean, it's
He's
like,
not,
I mean, it must be nice, Tim McGraw, not to have a stomach lapping over your belt buckle. You know, it must be nice.
Well, again, you know, we were blessed, and so we have had a very prominent Tejano career, and I must say, when I came back, I reemerged back in 2019.
Wow, right before. Like around COVID?
Right around COVID.
Right, wow.
Right around COVID. And I come back, and now there's podcasts and internet stations. There's social media. And a lot of the radio stations were gone. And I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? You know, it was a huge transition.
Mm-hmm.
And, but you know, we did Tejano, and I'm working with 14-time Grammy Award winner Gilbert Velasquez, producing my
that's awesome.
He just produced my EP, in which was considered for a Latin Grammy nomination.
Oh, congratulations! Yay! Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. That's our
we got
sound
some
system
fans
back here. Yeah, we pay him well.
Yeah.
How's that menudo?
I'm gonna get you a roll of menudo after this. No, but you know, we're very blessed. We're working with the best, you know, and I have to also give kudos to my husband, because, you know, without him, you know, none of this would be really happening. It would be, but just like you said, at a whole different other level.
Well, we want to get more into that in your family and your husband. So what we're going to do is let's do a quick roll call, and then this roll call is when people get to ask questions or comment on us here.
All right.
Vicky V is watching. Do you know Vicky V?
Yeah, Vicky V, Victorious Promotions. That's one of my main promoters.
Okay, why? Oh, I just met your designer, so now we got your promotion. Yeah. Laura Linda always looking good is what she said. So yeah.
Thank you, beautiful.
No, right.
I'm going to see you tonight, right?
Okay.
I'm going to see you tonight for dinner. We're going to the Center Club.
Oh, nice. That's right. You got a Desiree mentioned live performance. Okay, yeah, tonight.
Yes.
The country music release party.
That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yes.
Awesome.
Honey boy, honey girl. written by George Mercado, and we're gonna drop.
I know
that.
George.
Do you know?
We've had him on the
George?
show. Yes.
Yes. Well, you know what?
From Austin, or is it? Yeah.
Austin. He did a fantastic job writing.
Great
the song.
guy. Great guy.
Nice
Yes.
guy. Did a fantastic job writing the song, and we
Have you
got
heard
to
his
do a
song
duet
about
together.
the veterans?
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Back we had a sponsor. One of our sponsors was McDonald's, and there's George over there. Hey! I felt so bad. He's there, right there in the middle of McDonald's. People were like, "Oh wow, what's going on here? We got George Strait over here. What's going on?"
Wow,
Anyway, let's take a
nice.
quick break. We'll come back. Oh, Alfaro Lopez said hi, Miss Vicky V.
Alfaro.
So they said hello.
Hi.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go ahead and get into our money shot and see if she can help us out with it as well. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. If you want the best movie experience, you have to go to City Based Cinema. It is my theater, and I want to invite each and every one of you to come on out. Not only they make you feel welcome, they treat you like family. Brad Smith and the crew really know how to do it right. If you want that state-of-the-art experience in a movie with the complete surround system, surround sound, you want to go to City Based Cinema. They got reclining chairs, right? I mean, you got a comfortable experience all the way through. Not to mention a full-on bar right when you walk in as you're waiting for your movie. They got TVs so you can see a game or two. Also, they have a concession stand that you do not want to miss. It's like no other. They have your regular popcorn, nachos, and candy, but they also have barbacoa and Big Red, not to mention Takis, pizza, and corn dogs. So you want to make sure to get your snacks before, and a comfortable recliner and the state-of-the-art sound system. You are set. City-based cinema. Don't go for your first-time experience. If you have never been there, go check it out. It's my theater, and now it's yours. Hey everybody, I want to tell you about Scars and Stripes Coffee. That's right. Chris Marmolejo, a 22-year Army veteran, is doing something so cool. He's actually selling bags of delicious coffee for our veterans. What do I mean by that? Is that he formed a nonprofit called Ethos. That's right. Ethos is going to be helping out our veterans in need with anything from finances to programs to medicine to whatever it is they need. We want to make sure to go ahead and help Chris out with this Scars and Stripes coffee. For every bag you buy, it goes to his nonprofit to help our veterans in need. And let's help our veterans. I mean, let's give back just like they gave for us. So I'm very thankful to Chris and his service, and thank you for everything that he's doing for our veterans. Very proud sponsor of the Where's Cleto Show. All right, guys, and we're back here. We are at Pepe Tacos and Salsa, 12820 Jones Maltzberger. If you'd like to go ahead and be part of our live audience, come on down. We will be here till about 11 o'clock, and then I will be heading over to my eye doctor. Other than that, guys, we're very excited. We have a very talented special guest, Laura Linda, who's my co-host today, and she has been, I'm telling you, there's I was doing research on her, and there's something, I don't think there's nothing you've not done under the sun. You know, I think you've done pretty much everything. But right now, we want to know if you've ever been, have you ever tasted the money shot?
I have not.
You're about to, okay?
All right.
This is what we call the money shot here, and this is one of the dishes that Pepe Tacos and Salsa likes to go ahead, we like to go ahead and promote. And this is called, and I got this one just for you, it's called the Tejanas Rancheras. It's enchiladas with fajita meat on top, seasoned fajita meat on top. Except these Tejanas don't talk back.
They don't. Because most of us do.
Most of them do. They're a little bit chatty, let me tell you. So no, seriously. So this is it right here. And guys, make sure to come on down, grab one of these plates. Pepe Tacos and Salsa, guys, 12820 Jones Maltzberger. You can't go wrong. And Laura, if you want to grab one of those forks, and feel free to take a bite. And you are a taste tester today.
Okay.
And we want you to give us your true, honest opinion. And again, this is like beef fajita on top of the enchiladas. What do you think?
Oh my God, they're very tender.
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, wait till you taste enchilada. That's pretty good.
Oh
I think it's one of the best, if not the best enchiladas they have. No, the red enchiladas. The orange. The green ones, they have a spinach enchilada here.
That's my favorite.
The spinach enchilada is pretty good too. Really good. The cheese is like phenomenal.
That is amazing.
Let me see a
Wow.
napkin. Let me get you a napkin. Here you
You
go.
need to definitely try it.
So,
Come on out.
yeah, have your
That-
husband try it.
That is amazing.
Oh!
That's okay. That's okay. No big deal. It happens.
My drink, I just knocked it over because I couldn't see it.
Not taking anywhere.
I tell you what. You know, and welcome to the show, Linda.
This is my publicist. Come here,
Oh, good. Say
Desiree.
hello to everybody.
Hi, Desiree.
There you go.
Hello. Hi, looking forward to having everyone
There you go.
at the 24 Karat Country Music Release. I'll tell you, this music video is
Thank you, sir.
absolutely incredible. We have some wonderful San Antonio talent that's been working on this music production. It is not your typical music video. This is a music film, and there'll be a live performance too next Saturday at 1 Watson. It'll be wonderful. Hope to see everyone there.
Tomorrow
Awesome.
night.
There it is.
Yeah.
So that's tonight, going on tonight?
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
night.
night. Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Ah, awesome.
This,
your
guys,
husband
this
is the best in the land, let me tell you.
Oh, that's what they say.
We're about to hire him here over here. And
They have to hire for hire.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. So, what did you think? Did you like it?
I think it's super fantastic. You know,
You earned this. Come over here. Finish this
This is
plate off for
amazing.
us.
Wow.
So tell us what's your husband's name again?
Luis.
Luis. Now, Luis, I mean.
Oh, and you know what? His
yes.
father is the lead singer of the Royal Jesters.
Whoa!
Lou Escalante.
Get out of here.
No joke. No joke.
That
You know Royal Jesters?
that is pretty cool.
Original lead singer of the Royal Justice.
Wow, that not too many people could say that. And
He's a living legend.
yes, I mean, a lot of people know the Royal Jesters, and a lot of people know. I mean, it's so funny. My dad was just talking about them the other day, and my dad lives with me now, and he was telling me. See, my dad's a very interesting guy. Very interesting. He's just like. He doesn't like what's that word? People, and he's old school. You know, he's just old school. He's set in his ways. He don't care, you know, and he has no filter. You know, you remember like Archie Bunker?
Yes.
Yeah,
One of my
My
favorites.
dad's the Mexican one, and he has no filter whatsoever. And give you an idea how bad he is. For Halloween, he put up pictures of my aunts and my grandmother in front of the house. I wish I was lying. I'm not. They came and dropped my mom off from bingo one day, and they're like, "What are our pictures doing outside?" I just heard my dad's voice from inside the house. It's to scare the trick or treaters, you witches! Get off my yard! That was my dad. So my dad. I asked him. I mean, when they started, you talk about. So I'm with you on this whole social media thing. Like this is the only gig I got on social media that I really partake in. I don't do reels like my wife does. I was doing TikToks for a minute, only because I went to the comedy club and found out that somebody was getting booked, you know, and I never heard of this comedian. I never heard of this comedian. And the owner goes, yeah, it's because it's not a comedian. It's a social media influencer. He's got 2 million followers. I go,
Oh, okay.
what? And he goes, yeah, all he does is juggle wet cats. I said, time out. I'm at home busting my head for a punchline, and this guy juggles wet cats and he gets a week. I said, hold up. I go, well, I'm going to get me a TikTok and, you know, get me a faster week, you know? So there I am trying to do TikToks, and I found out nobody in my house wants to help me do TikToks, except my dad. And my dad's like, whatever, you know. And I go, Dad, put some pants on, you know what I mean? And so my dad comes up to me, and I go, Dad, it was his birthday, and I go, Dad, what do you want for your birthday? He goes, Linda Carter. I go, Dad, you want Wonder Woman? I go, I can't give you Wonder Woman. Okay, and enchilada plate. I didn't go from Linda Carter to enchilada plate. So my dad is just, you know, so he does TikToks with me and that kind of stuff. But, you know.
So now I know where you get your sense of humor.
Oh, yeah, it's straight my dad and my mom. My mom's funny, too. The one thing about my mom who I love dearly is she passed also, you know, and she just just couldn't budget, you know. I mean, but my mom would go to bingo and play bingo like for the CPS bill, you know, like. And if she won, it was a treat. She'd come home with like Fred's Fish or Popeyes or something like that. And I go, Mom, did you win? And she get all mad. Do you see Popeyes? No, you don't see Popeyes, right? Eat a bologna sandwich. I'm like, wow, relax, calm down, get all mad. So anyway, but yeah, so I brought that up. I don't know why I brought that up. I was like, it's like talking about my
We're
dad.
talking about, yeah. Talking about,
That's just.
Yeah,
So the roller
roller
coaster. So
coasters.
my mom, she asked me because I remember not roller jesters, but it was Sunny Ozuna was going to be playing at her reunion.
yeah.
And I'll never forget. I'll never forget. My mom says she walks in and she says, "We're walking to the." I go. She goes, "Will you be my date for my reunion?" Because my dad didn't go anywhere, and I said, "Yeah, I'll be your date, Mom." So I
Aw.
took my mom to her reunion, and we walk in, and she's there, all hair done. And she goes, she's looking around. I go, "It's okay, Mom. So where you want to sit? Where are your friends?" And she goes, "Mijo, I think they all died. I don't know anybody here." And she was at the wrong reunion.
Oh my
She went to
God.
the wrong reunion. I said, "Mom, what? This is your class, right? 67? No, I'm 68." That explains why you don't see any of your friends here. So, and then we brought up the last time I had mentioned, I brought that up because my mom was a big fan of your dad's band,
The Royal
Jesters,
Jesters.
and she just her and her friends would go out to different quinces and weddings and all the spots that they would play at. And she told me they used to follow them around for a while. I go, "Hey, Mom, relax. I'm
Yeah.
saying that out loud." And she goes, "No, we had fun and all this stuff." And I tell my dad loved the music too. So my dad, we listened to doo-wops at home, him and I, just old school. And there's a lot of bands he named that I couldn't even remember anyway. But speaking of music, uh, actually, before I get to that, the money shot you just tasted. What is it that when you're on the road, what is a main snack you got to have all the time? Something that nobody would know. That like, you know what, I got to have Funyuns or whatever it is. What is it?
My bag of skinny popcorn.
Skinny popcorn.
I love my skinny popcorn. Like last night when we came in, they had some bags there in the lobby where you check in or whatever. And I told Luis, let's take a few bags up. I just love the skinny popcorn. It didn't have all the butter and fat and all that stuff. It's good if you haven't tried it.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The more skinny popcorn you eat, the skinnier you get.
Yeah. I mean, I've been eating it for a while now, and I haven't seen a single dime yet.
Of course, Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah.
My husband says Luis says if we could, as much as we've invested in Starbucks, I mean, how much do you think I've invested in Starbucks, babe?
You'd be a multi-millionaire.
I'd be a
wow.
multi-millionaire, he says.
One of our sponsors is Scars and Stripes Coffee, and it's Chris Marmolejo is.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah, he's a 22-year Army veteran. He's got a nonprofit called Ethos that he put together, and all the proceeds for every bag go to help a veteran in need. Whether it be through programs and finance, whatever it is, he helps them out, and it's pretty cool. But the bag of coffee, my wife had tried it the other day, and she was like, "Man, it's pretty good coffee. It's not bad,
yeah.
not bad at all."
Give us one of his locations so we can drop in.
I'd love to drop
Yeah,
in
actually,
and
for
try
real.
it.
I mean, a matter of fact, I don't even think. I think it's just online bag.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he has grinded coffee, and some you have to grind, and it's weird because I'm not a coffee person. I'm a tea guy, and my wife's like a big coffee. She's got a grinder. She's got all this stuff, and but my wife's like real picky. Like she, she's like her coffee is like I need it imported. I need it Colombia. I want Colombia beans. Like she wants Juan Valdez himself to come over to our house and drop the bag of beans off. I'm like, hold on, babe. I mean, she loves her coffee.
We got to meet her that night. She's
That's right.
a very nice lady.
Yeah, let's put the brakes on that. I'm just kidding. My wife goes, hey,
It does seem like she does keep you in line.
Oh, she does. So that's what I wanted to bring up next. So your husband. Are we good? Okay. My wife, she's freaking me out now. She's like, end stream.
Oh.
I did get a chance to meet her. She is a
Yeah.
she's a doll. But let me ask you this now, Luis,
Luis.
Luis, you're always with
Over
her
here,
now. Are you? Yeah, come on over here, Luis.
Come sit over here.
Come be part of the gig. So this is Luis. This is Laura's husband, and I got a chance to meet him as well the other day. And you know, uh, it's like I saw him, and he was doing the same thing that my wife does, and that's usually take pictures. And my wife will be like, oh, like we go to Fiesta, okay, and we're walking. Now I was on the news for like 9 years here, so people know me around town. And we go to Fiesta, and it's like they'll stop and can you take a picture? Can you take a picture? Yeah. So you're taking a picture, right? You don't want to be
Yeah.
rude, you know.
Yes,
So I'm
right.
taking the picture. My wife is like 5 miles down. I'm not stopping. I'm going. I'm not gonna wait for you no more. Because she goes, if I wait for you, I'm never gonna see anything. I'm never gonna eat anything. I'm never gonna. All right, relax. So then I'm finally going. I'll take you to McDonald's afterwards. No, I don't want this. I want a gordita.
Yeah.
All right. So we kind of so I don't know if you feel the same way. Kind of like oh, here we are. This is like, but this is part of the gig. In a sense. I try to tell her that, and she's like, "Well, not my gig, whatever." I'm like,
So then she's spoiled like me, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm
Spoiled
gonna.
like me, because he says I'm spoiled, but
She's the queen of everything.
She's,
no, he
Vicky
thinks
V says Luis is one amazing gentleman,
he is. He is.
and
he is.
that's what they say about my wife, that she's one amazing gentleman, and she goes commercial.
Uh-oh,
She goes
cut,
commercial.
Cut him, Mama. Mama, cut him.
No, it's funny because our spouses sometimes, as much as they're in the background, they are the main drive for us. I would
Yeah.
probably say that they are a main drive for us moving forward, because it's like I told my wife before. We had this conversation a while back where it's like, for a minute I wasn't getting anything from her. Like before I used to get, oh man, babe, that was great. You're so funny. Da da da. No, I wouldn't get anything. And I was like,
you know,
hey,
one
did you
thing-
enjoy that? I mean, what did you think? And,
She's
okay.
she's not
yeah,
like
she's-
he tells me. They're alike. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear.
see,
I'm going to tell you, right,
and
Mom?
that's the thing. I
I'm
told
going
her.
to tell you what the facts
She
are.
said yes, exactly. I go, yeah. The thing is, I want to hear that.
Yeah.
I want to hear, like, lie to me. I don't care. I want to hear something. It will help me grow. I'm all talking to her. It will help me grow. No, but this is the thing. I told her. She goes, I don't. She goes, why do I need to tell you that you're funny or you're good, and you need that validation? And she goes, you get it all the time on Facebook. People telling you how good you are. I go, okay, first of all, I love my fans. I love them to death.
Yeah.
But I want to hear it from you. I
It's different.
on that note, you know what? Let's take a quick commercial break, because are we on the commercial break? Are you being for real? Oh, okay. We do need to take a commercial. All right, let's take a quick commercial. We'll be right back, guys, and then hopefully my wife will be in a good mood. Anyway, so if you're looking for insurance, AHIA's got you covered. Preparing for enrollment season. October 15th is open enrollment for Medicare, those 65 and above, and November 1st for ACA, the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Let AHIA evaluate your current benefits if you aren't happy with them, and what changes you should consider making. Also, AHIA can assist you if you don't have any insurance or think it's too expensive. They do all the work for you. Call AHIA right now to schedule your appointment. Let them know you saw this on the Cleto show, and they will also give group insurance. So if you have a business which has 2,000 employees, put your health first, just like I had to. Believe me, no insurance is no joke. AHIA, call them now. Looking for a house and you're looking to get out of your house, we have the right person for you. Margaret Sandoval, our very own realtor. You want to give her a call. She works very, very hard to go ahead and find you the best deal you want, that you're looking for. Economy, if you're looking for, space, if you're looking for just a place of your own that you can just make brand new memories in, she's got you covered. All you have to do is give her a call. She will work day and night to make sure that you are satisfied with your purchase. Not only that, but do it at a highest standard, meaning finding you the most economical house and get you that's on the market today and get you the best deal. So give Margaret Sandoval a call today. She's waiting by the phone. Thanks. All right. Welcome back. We're here with Laura Linda, the very talented Laura Linda, and she's got a big event happening tomorrow night, is it?
Tomorrow night, 24 Karat Country, and we're going to be releasing our new country song, Honey Boy, Honey Girl, and our new music video.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming back to the game. I mean, I was listening to a lot of your music, and yes, you are really, really good. You're really,
Thank you.
and I was just like, man, I was kind of, the name, I always knew the name, but I never kind of put the face. I was not a big, I think around that time, I was into my stand-up already, and I was locked in that world and that kind of thing. And the only music, like, for instance, what's your favorite song, like, of all time? And who's somebody you would like to collaborate with your music, living or not living?
Well, I think one of my favorite songs of all time is probably Amarillo by Morning,
Yeah,
by George Strait.
George Strait.
Yes. And I would just love, Reba McEntire has always been a huge inspiration of mine. Huge inspiration. And I think if I could collaborate with someone, I would love to collaborate with her.
Reba, yeah, you can't go wrong with Reba. It's like Reba.
no.
See, I'm literally now just getting back into. I've been listening to a lot of Tejano lately.
Yeah.
I've gotten back into that, and I've been listening to a lot of country, not by choice, but by my wife having my radio stations formed already.
Yeah.
And there was a song I heard just the other day. I don't know who sings it, but it was called My Dirt, or This Is My Dirt, or something like that. And it was a pretty neat song, and I liked it. It was kind of catchy. And I said, huh. And I started like finding myself keeping it on the channel, and I'm like singing the song. Hey, I'm getting all the twang and everything like that. And I just getting back into country. And, what do you think, since you've been around it for so long, I mean, where country was when you first started to country is today? I mean, what do you think? What's your take on it?
There's a lot of difference in country today. I mean, it's more rock style. It's changed so much from being so traditional. I mean, look at some of these famous artists like Jelly Roll and, just to name a few. I mean, it's taken a huge
He's growing
turn.
on me.
Is he?
Jelly
really?
Roll is growing on me. He is growing on me. Like, I would be Jelly Biscuit, but he is Jelly Roll. He would be Jelly, he's growing on me. Like, I'm really liking his stuff.
I just think it's just a really cool transition, and I think he opens the doors for a lot of artists. He gives hope to a lot of different artists coming up in the country industry. And I mean, look at Beyonce. I don't care what anybody, and I mean, she may not be 100% country, but I just think she's just really versatile.
Yeah.
And I think I think she did a great job with her country song. So today I think country is at a really good place. However, I still love the traditional stuff.
Yeah.
Brooks and Dunn and George Strait and Reba McEntire.
And to have that impact on other bands, like country music having that impact on other bands. Like when I saw one of my favorite bands of all time, Go Country, and that's Bon Jovi, I was kind of like, I'm not seeing it. I wasn't buying it. I didn't want it.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of songs I have to say, okay, I can see where he just let his creativity go.
Yeah.
And just kind of, and it made a little sense. But I mean, I'm traditional. I mean, I go back as far as, of course, George Strait. And seeing George Strait the other night, we got an opportunity to see. Have you seen him before?
Yes. Oh, yes,
have you met him before?
Yeah, I have not met him before.
See, I've never met him. But get this. I found out I probably could have met him, but I didn't. And it was kind of kicking myself because we met at the Congressional Medal of Honor
Yes.
Gala. Now, my grandfather was a Congressional Medal of Honor recipient,
Ah.
and so he had tables named after him. And I had got tickets from a friend of ours that we met at one of our events. And
we sat at your
yeah,
grandfather's
yeah.
table.
We sponsored
We
one of your
sponsored
grandfather's
your
Oh,
grandfather's
there it
table.
is. Well, see, and that's one of the cool things. I didn't even know about the event, and people were calling me saying, "Hey, can we get tickets at your table? We want to see George Strait." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not selling tickets. What are you talking about?" And they thought it was me selling tickets, and it's not.
Oh.
And it was that. Yeah, so they were there. Anyway, long story short, we met there, and I got George Strait was one of the performers. He sang 2 songs, and I mean, this is the first time I ever seen George Strait. Period.
Oh wow!
And I was as close as I was.
Yes.
That was pretty good. And I'm just like trying not to fangirl and be all, "Hey, George," all like that. And
It was
I was like,
exciting.
"Hey." And then I went to the restroom, and then I ran into a good friend of mine, Patsy Torres over there. Yeah, y'all's table. That's right.
She was.
I ran into her, and then I was like, I'm running all these people, and then I found out I was sitting right behind Henry Cisneros. That was crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I ran into you guys, and that was pretty cool. And anyway, but Laura, I mean, you got that big event coming up on Saturday. I mean, let everybody know how they can get a hold of you and in touch with you.
And I want to also say that this event is a very special event. It is for the Children's Methodist Hospital,
Oh, okay.
and it's going through the Texas Music Project, who has a Texas Music Heals program.
Okay.
Texas Music Heals program, and of course they have a music therapy program over at Children's Methodist Hospital. So we're having a huge benefit for them tomorrow night, and 100% of all the proceeds go to the Children's Methodist Hospital through the Texas Music Project. So $25 a ticket is going to get them 2 free cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. So basically they're going in for free
Right.
at the One Watson Elegant Rooftop Bar.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So it's, it's a private event. And if they want a ticket, they can go to lauralinda.com to purchase those tickets. We're already at, we've met our goal, but we are still selling tickets to the people that still want to come in because there's still a popular demand. They're calling our publicist Desiree, how can we get tickets? So the tickets are still available. They can purchase them again at lauralinda.com. We're going to have line dancers there. We're going to have Y100, KLMO. We're going to have so many VIPs there that night. We're going to we're donating a guitar that night.
Sure.
We were going to be donating a guitar that night for, there's even going to be some musicians there that have been asking for the guitar that was donated by Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh wow.
Schecter Guitars, and yes, so
that's pretty cool.
Yes, so
and your publicist is really good, Desiree.
yeah.
I mean, she is really good. Like she wanted
She's
to make sure
amazing.
you were going to be here. She was at my house, and no, just kidding.
She'll hunt you down.
She's like, hey, we still good? Hey, sir, I see you. I see you.
Oh,
She did. She was in my window. I see you. Sir, I see you.
Oh no, yes, she's she's been amazing, and we've been going to literally to some different levels, and we are moving right along very rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited about that, and people are listening. They
love
the song.
Cleto, this is a guitar.
Yeah.
Donated by Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh wow.
Yes, Shaquille O'Neal, Schecter Guitars, and Sullivan King to the Texas Music Project.
Nice.
And the Texas Music Project has given it
let's show that
to auction it off to raise funds for the San Antonio Children's Music
Look at that.
Festival.
That's nice.
But yes, and thanks to the Texas Music
Thanks
Project.
to the Texas Music Project for making this possible.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It's like a Purple Rain kind of guitar.
I know.
It's like Prince right here.
He was actually a master guitarist, so that would make sense.
Okay.
Also, we do have incredible raffle items. We have a night stay with ballet at the St. Anthony, at the AC Hotel with ballet, $100 gift card to One Watson, $100 to Chillin'. We got a lot of raffle
So
items.
lauralinda.com?
Yes.
LauraLinda.com for more information. Make sure to go get your tickets. Go tomorrow night. Support her. Again, she's got her big, is it video coming out?
Yes.
The video coming out.
Honey boy, honey girl.
Honey boy, honey girl. And again, thank you so much, Laura. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank
We
you.
got it. It's already, time's flying by. Look at that. Already flew by.
Yay.
We got this thing at the end that we can say final thought. So what is your final thought for everybody out there?
Just thank you so much for your support. You've been truly amazing.
Oh,
and it's an honor to be on here with you, by the way. I was so excited to find out I was coming. Most importantly, thank you so much for all of your support out there. And we hope to see you tomorrow night.
That's right. There you go. Make sure to
Yeah.
support her, guys. And again, it's all going to Children's Methodist Hospital. And it's a great cause. And again, unfortunately, I won't be there. I'll be in your hometown of CC tomorrow performance. So I'll be making the folks over there laugh. I'm heading that way. Again, guys, have a wonderful weekend. God bless y'all. Be safe. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.